Imagine turning a small patch of soil into a business that not only makes money, but also helps the planet heal itself. Picture customers lining up for organic produce, eco-friendly landscaping, and sustainable solutions, all built by you, from the ground up. That's the power of a sustainable gardening business, and today, you're going to learn exactly how to start one. Let's begin. Right now, the world is shifting. People are becoming more conscious about what they eat, how their food is grown, and the environmental impact of their choices. From urban homeowners to restaurants and even corporations, there's a growing demand for sustainable gardening solutions. This isn't just a trend, it's a long-term movement. And that's what makes this business opportunity so powerful. But here's the truth, starting a sustainable gardening business isn't just about planting seeds and hoping they grow. It's about building a system that balances profitability with environmental responsibility. And if you do it right, you can create a business that thrives for years while making a real difference. So the first thing you need to understand is what sustainable gardening actually means in a business context. It goes beyond just organic farming. It includes practices like water conservation, composting, permaculture design, native plant selection, and reducing chemical use. Essentially, it's about working with nature instead of against it. Now, before you even think about tools or land, you need clarity. What kind of sustainable gardening business do you want to start? There are multiple directions you can take. You could grow and sell organic vegetables. You could offer eco-friendly landscaping services. You could design and maintain home gardens for clients. Or even specialize in urban gardening solutions like balcony gardens and rooftop farms. This is where most beginners make a mistake, they try to do everything at once. That leads to confusion, burnout, and slow growth. Instead, focus on one clear niche. Ask yourself, what problem do I want to solve? Maybe people in your area don't know how to grow their own food. Maybe they want beautiful gardens but don't have time to maintain them. Or maybe they're tired of chemical fertilizers and want a natural alternative. Your business should become the solution to one specific problem. Once you've identified your niche, the next step is understanding your market. Who are your ideal customers? If you're targeting urban homeowners, your approach will be completely different compared to working with restaurants or local markets. Spend time observing your surroundings. Look at what people are already buying. Visit local nurseries, talk to gardeners, explore online communities. The more you understand your audience, the easier it becomes to offer something they truly need. Now let's talk about skills, because this is where confidence starts building. You don't need to be an expert on day one, but you do need a strong foundation. Learn the basics of soil health, plant care, seasonal cycles, and composting. Understand how different plants grow, what they need, and how to maintain them sustainably. If you can, start small at home. Even a balcony or a tiny backyard is enough. Grow a few plants. Experiment. Make mistakes. Learn from them. This hands-on experience is incredibly valuable, not just for your knowledge, but also for building credibility when you start working with clients. And here's something powerful: document your journey. Take photos, record videos, share your progress. This can later become your marketing content. People love to see real transformation, and your personal journey can inspire trust even before you launch your business. Now comes one of the most important steps: planning your business model. How exactly will you make money? If you're growing produce, will you sell directly to customers, supply to restaurants, or set up a subscription model? If you're offering services, will you charge per project, monthly maintenance fees, or consultation rates? Think about scalability too. A good business isn't just about making money, it's about growing sustainably over time. Choose a model that allows you to expand without overwhelming yourself. At this stage, you don't need everything perfect, but you do need a clear starting point. And finally, let's talk about mindset, because this journey isn't always easy. Sustainable gardening is deeply rewarding, but it requires patience. Plants don't grow overnight, and neither does a business. There will be challenges, weather issues, pests, slow customer growth, but every challenge is part of the process. The key is consistency. Keep learning, keep improving, and stay connected to your purpose. Remember why you started, whether it's financial independence, a love for nature, or the desire to create something meaningful. Because when you combine passion with the right strategy, this isn't just a business, it becomes a lifestyle. Now that you have clarity, a niche, and a basic understanding of your market, it's time to move into action, because this is where your idea starts turning into a real, income-generating business. Let's start with setting up your first sustainable garden. You don't need a huge piece of land to begin. In fact, starting small is one of the smartest moves you can make. Whether it's your backyard, a rented plot, or even a rooftop, your goal is to create a model garden that represents your work. This becomes your live portfolio, a space where you test techniques, grow produce, and showcase results to potential clients. Focus on building healthy soil first. This is the foundation of everything. Instead of relying on chemical fertilizers, start composting kitchen waste, use natural manure, and explore techniques like vermicomposting. Healthy soil leads to stronger plants, better yields, and lower long-term costs. Next, think about water management. Sustainable gardening is all about efficiency. Simple methods like drip irrigation, mulching, and rainwater harvesting can drastically reduce water usage while improving plant health. These are not just good practices, they are selling points when you present your services to eco-conscious customers. Now, let's talk about tools and investment. One of the biggest advantages of this business is that you don't need massive capital to start. Basic gardening tools like a spade, pruning shears, watering cans, and good quality seeds are enough in the beginning. As you grow, you can gradually invest in advanced tools or automation systems. But here's something important, don't overspend in the beginning. Many people make the mistake of buying everything at once, only to realize they don't need half of it. Start lean, focus on essentials, and let your business fund its own growth. Now comes the question everyone asks: how do you get your first customers? In the beginning, you don't need a big marketing budget. You need visibility and trust. Start with your immediate circle. Friends, family, neighbors, let them know what you're doing. Offer to set up small gardens for them at a reasonable price or even at cost, just to build experience and testimonials. These early projects are incredibly valuable because they give you real-world results you can show to others. At the same time, start building your online presence. Platforms like Instagram and YouTube are perfect for this kind of business. Share before and after transformations, gardening tips, quick tutorials, and your daily progress. This not only attracts potential customers but also positions you as someone who knows what they're doing. Consistency is key here. Even simple content, posted regularly, can build a strong audience over time. Another powerful strategy is local networking. Visit plant nurseries, connect with home decor stores, talk to real estate agents, and even collaborate with local cafes or restaurants. Many of them are looking for sustainable solutions but don't know where to start. That's where you step in. Now let's move to pricing, because this can make or break your business. When you're starting out, don't underprice your services just to get clients. It might seem like a good idea, but it can actually hurt your growth. Instead, focus on value. If you're helping someone create a low-maintenance, eco-friendly garden that saves water and reduces chemical use, that has real long-term benefits. You can structure your pricing based on the size of the project, the materials required, and the level of maintenance involved. Some clients may prefer a one-time setup, while others might want ongoing care. Offering both options can create multiple income streams for you. As your business grows, think about scaling. You can start hiring a small team, expand your service area, or even introduce new offerings like workshops, online courses, or selling organic products. Imagine teaching others how to build their own gardens while also growing your brand. That's how you multiply your impact and income. And here's where things get really exciting. You're not just building a business, you're building a brand. Your brand is what people remember. It's your story, your approach, your results. Maybe you focus on urban gardening, maybe you specialize in chemical-free food production, or maybe you help people reconnect with nature in small spaces. Whatever it is, make it clear and consistent. Because in today's world, people don't just buy services, they buy trust, authenticity, and purpose. Now, before we wrap up, let's talk about one final but crucial factor: long-term sustainability. Not just for your garden, but for your business. Keep learning. Sustainable practices evolve over time. New techniques, better tools, smarter systems, stay updated and keep improving. Listen to your customers, adapt to their needs, and always look for ways to deliver better results. There will be slow days. There will be challenges, but if you stay consistent and committed, this business has the potential to grow into something truly impactful. Because at the end of the day, you're doing more than just gardening. You're helping people live healthier lives. You're contributing to a greener planet. And you're creating a business that has meaning beyond profit. So if you've been thinking about starting something of your own, this is your sign. Start small, stay consistent, and let it grow. Because just like a seed, the biggest transformations always begin with a single step.